Once upon a time, there was a little boy called Howard who loved writing stories.
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat and wrote every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Wubba-dubba-doo, wubba-dubba-doo. Worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world. He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer.
Welcome to the worst writer in the world with me, Rufus, and who's that?
Hello.
Under mid-table.
Hello.
I'll do it quickly. Who are you?
Howard Long, hooray!
Howard Long. Thank you to the British Comedy Guide for hosting this show. Thanks to every single one of our lovely listeners in reality for listening to this show. And thanks to our wonderful secret gang on Patreon for donating sometimes small, sometimes huge amounts of money to keep this show going, especially the writer of this week's plot so far. It's Poppy Free, and I think you're going to read it, Howard.
Yes. 6, 5, 4, get ready, 2, 1. The plot so far. Daleks and Cybermen were on the planet Varnos, looking for what?
You were kind of went, Daleks and Cybermen. You couldn't decide whether it was plural or singular.
It's because I can't
so
say...
you kind of went halfway between the two, right?
Yes, because I realised, because I keep saying Cyberman instead of Cybermen for some reason.
Yeah, okay, so now do it again, but do it properly instead of making poor Poppy sound stupid, because for some reason she wrote Daleks and Cybermen.
Daleks and Cybermen were on planet Varnos. Daleks and Cybermen were on planet Varnos looking for a stone, gold, or philuranium, maybe. War was looming. On a Dalek miner, Cybermen killed men, then knocked out women using chivalry powers. They Dalekaniumed into the control room, but the Daleks inside vanished. While the Cybermen looked puzzled, or puzzled if you're from the south of England, while the Cybermen looked puzzled,
Or puzzled if you're Mr.
puzzled. While the Cybermen looked puzzled, glidey Daleks snuck in, waggling their gun sticks suggestively, until shooting started and everyone hid. Elsewhere, a man was chased down a linear corridor and shot. The TARDIS materialised nearby, but the Doctor and Amy didn't realise the murderer was a Cyberman.
I think that says John Amy.
Yeah.
Whatevs. Carry on.
The Doctor rummaged in his massive pockets and eventually found his scanny beepinator. He scan beeped the man and leaned...
We need to get you some help, don't we? Did he lean? Are you sure?
No, you try that one again.
Yeah, go on. It's all going to be fine, Howard. Don't worry. It's all going to be fine. It'll soon be over. You can get through this.
He scan beeped the man and learned he died from brain scrambling. The worst type of scrambling. Who would do such a thing? Back in the control room, the Cybermen and Daleks had made plans to shoot at each other. There's about to be conflict, but whose shot will start the chain reaction? Will the Thals rebel, or will more brains get scrambled? Or will more brains get scrambled?
Yeah, way better.
Thank you.
I liked it when you went, or will more brains get scrambled? That was the winner, definitely.
Thank you.
Hey, I tell you what, I was surprised to learn
Yeah, go on.
that this is the story where we talk about Jamie McRimmin, right? Because surely we've done callbacks to that joke loads of times, right?
I mean, is it a joke? Isn't that just his name? Isn't his name Jamie McRimming? And therefore, you know...
I'm not saying that people wouldn't have had any chance of being able to work out what it meant if we did, did a Jamie McRimmin joke without setting it up carefully in this story first.
Yeah.
So there's Daleks and Cybermen, right? On planet Miron or something.
Sure, why not?
They're definitely on a planet anyway, and on this planet there's loads of really good stuff that they both want. All the Daleks want stuff, and all the Cybermen want stuff.
Literally,
and so
all the
they
good
start
stuff.
killing each other.
Yes. And then Doctor Who and Jamie just quite accidentally materialise there.
Next to a dead man.
Yes.
With his brain scrambled.
Because they were hoping to go to Miron when there was nothing there, because that would be a really interesting trip. But they actually arrived there when it's been...
Hey, Jamie, let me take you to an empty, dead planet with no people and not even any rocks on it. What do you think?
What for, Doctor Who? Well, we're going to Jamie McCrim. We're going to Jamie McCrim. We can't have people watching.
Do some of that great Jamie McCrimmon all alone. There's not even any oxygen there. You're going to die, okay?
Well, that really heightens the sexual pleasure, doesn't it, when you can't breathe, apparently? That's why people hang themselves in wardrobes.
Yeah. Oh, Doctor, I don't think that's how autoerotic asphyxiation works, you know.
Yes, I'll take you to the moon. It's got no gravity, you know.
It's got no sex gravity, so all the sex floats away,
Floats away. Yeah. That's true. When Jamie goes to the moon, his skirt probably lifts up, doesn't it? That's why he says.
It depends if he goes to skirt gravity moon or not.
Takes him there. Come on, let's go to the moon. Oh, Doctor Who, what do you want to go to the moon
don't
again
know
for?
How gravity works. You still have no idea what gravity is or how it
makes
works.
Jamie's skirt go up.
Not if there's skirt gravity, okay?
Okay, well, yeah, but there isn't any skirt gravity on the moon.
Not where I'm taking you. Not where I'm taking you to no skirt gravity moon.
So don't act like so
I can look at your bum.
So doing some gravity.
Oh, Doctor, you could have just asked.
Yeah. No. Oh, Jamie, I've dropped my sonic screwdriver. Why'd you pick it up for me? Ooh.
Turns out I didn't need to go to a special moon after all.
Yeah. Good.
All right. So what's happened? The Daleks and Cybermen looking for bits, and Doctor Who found a dead bloke
body
with and a terrible weapon. Did this, and whoever's got that weapon can take over the universe, right?
Of course, yeah. And it's the worst weapon ever. Yeah.
All right. Let's get back to us long, long ago in the past doing this script. Calculations show that we will have 8.3 seconds to leave before the explosions reach this side of the chamber. That's good, because Daleks are famous for moving really fast, of course.
Yeah.
Here you are, blasters. That's the Cybermen again.
That's their names. That's what he calls
Here
them.
you are, blasters. Thank you very much.
That's the name of our cool Cyberman squad. Let's call ourselves the Blasters.
Yeah, all right. Here you go, fellow blasters. Here, have a gun. Vry and Vabar are handed blasters.
Why haven't they got guns anyway? Why does he look after the guns?
The main guy looks after the guns unless they get attacked by Daleks.
Yeah.
And if they do get attacked by Daleks, then about 5 minutes after that happens, he gives them guns.
I mean, 'cause didn't one of those Cybermen...
After making the great plan of shooting them.
Didn't one of those Cybermen already shoot a Dalek with his blaster?
Yeah, it must have been him, because he's got all the guns. Vry and Vabar are handed blasters. They begin to adjust the dials on them. When finished, both the Cybermen and the Daleks begin a countdown. Now, this is the dials on their guns.
Yeah.
The dials that say shoot, don't shoot, shoot sausages, shoot blancmange, shoot bullets.
Yeah, explicitly. It's like the sonic screwdriver. This one is shoot monitor next to Daleks that causes chain reaction and makes the miner explode as well.
Anyway, coincidentally, they're also both counting down at the same rate.
But are they? Yeah, are they though? Because I mean, Cybermen don't count in rels, do they? So they might be counting.
Nor do Daleks in this group, because they were counting in seconds earlier. So actually they are. And it goes 5. Both of them say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, both the Cybermen and Daleks fire. There are a few explosions. Then a massive bang. The room clears after several minutes. Computers are strewn all over. There is also 2 Dalek bodies and 2 Cybermen bodies. Impressively, you've spelt bodies wrong the first time, B-O-D-Y-S, but right the second time, 4 words later, B-O-D-I-E-S.
Because I've realised that's not how you spell bodies. By looking at it, I've been like, that's not how you spell bodies. You can see me learning a word.
Yeah.
Live, there you go. That's a bit of history right there.
That is a bit of
That was
history.
the day I learned how to spell bodies.
In the storeroom, the Doc and John are arguing. We've got to leave, Doc. If we stay much longer, we'll probably have our brains fried as well.
Scrambled, actually.
Yes. You think I don't know the risk we're taking, but don't you realize with these type of weapons being used instead of simple ray guns?
Right.
Just... What? But don't you realize with these type of weapons being used instead of simple ray guns? There's a missing half to that sentence.
Yeah.
Just think might be used instead of a missile or even an atomic bomb. An atomic bomb, actually. That's it. Atomic bomb.
Well, yeah, by the autons, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to read this again. Okay, I'm going to...
Okay.
You think I don't know the risk we're taking, but don't you realize with these type of weapons being used instead of simple ray guns? Just think might be used instead of a missile or even an atomic bomb. Think of all the suffering that could go on.
Hold on, but Doctor Who, hold on a second. Like, you know, someone who can scramble your brain, that's not as bad as an atomic bomb, is it? No, I don't know, because there's no such thing as an atomic bomb. It's made it up, you know.
I don't know what he's actually saying here. Think of all the
he's saying
suffering
that
that could go on. The ones who use this would be... Oh, yeah, it is saying it's worse than an atomic bomb,
it's the
isn't
worst weapon in the world. It's
Yeah.
this thing that scrambles your brain and sucks your thoughts out.
it? One person at a time. It's just basically, it's a gun. The ones who use this would be a super race. They would be the only civilization alive.
Why?
They could conquer all the galaxies and all times.
With one gun!
Because this is a time-traveling, galaxy-conquering gun. The brain scrambling, that's pretty tame compared to the take over the universe and all time setting.
Yes, you see, this kind of gun, Jamie. What you need to understand about this kind of gun, it has two settings. One setting is scramble brains, the other one is blow up universe setting. Yeah, they're probably switching to it right now.
Doctor, don't get excited. Then stop Jamie McCrimming me.
Oh, my jelly babies are coming out. It's too late.
Doctor, they've gone all over my skirt.
Oh, you've got jelly babies all in my hair.
It's your own fault for being so good at Jamie McCrimming.
Yes. Oh, Doctor Who. Zoe, what are you doing here? I was just watching all the Jamie McCrimming that was going on.
Do you think I could get some later?
No. That is the rule.
Yeah. Doctor Who gets all the Jamie McCrimming. Zoe gets none. That is the rule of Doctor Who.
Hey, but you can have a cake, okay?
I think you've changed your rule, Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Doctor Who, don't get excited. For all we know, it could be a peaceful race who own these weapons.
What?
Yeah, good point, Jamie. Maybe this weapon that Doctor Who just said is the worst in the universe, worse than an atomic bomb.
Yeah,
maybe that's made by a peaceful race who love peace.
That you saw just get used.
Yeah. Doctor says, peaceful race? No peaceful race could carry such weapons. Or even if they did own them, I doubt very much that they would use them. Yeah. They'd probably use a stun ray. Yeah, or no, nothing. You know, they're a peaceful race. They'd probably not shoot people.
They'd probably hit people with a stick.
Yeah,
they'd probably drop a bomb on this man.
Yeah, that's the kindest way to kill him. So he's dead immediately, and so is everyone who ever knew him.
Yeah.
That way no one mourns his passing. If you're going to kill a man, kill their whole planet.
Yeah, don't scramble their brains for shit, man. That's the worst.
Yeah, the kindest way is to kill the universe. Then no one's upset. That's what Doctor Who does. Every time I kill someone, I kill their whole universe.
Hey,
by
man.
the way, I just arrived in your universe, and you don't want to upset me, dude.
Hey, once I was killing Baker, okay?
Yeah, that would be a good Doctor Who characteristic. If it turns out there's loads of universes. He's been in this one for a bunch of
Right, yeah.
He's been in this one for like hundreds of years since he was William Hartnell, you know. But eventually, in every universe, he gets really annoyed with it and kills the universe.
Yeah, for their own good.
Yeah, exactly. And he's just kind of building up to that now.
I'm going to have to put this universe down, okay?
All this Dalek shit, dude. What kind of universe makes Daleks? It wasn't us, Doctor Who. It was your universe. All right, so yeah, okay. Now the Doctor said no peaceful race would carry such weapons, or even if they did own them, I doubt they'd use them. They'd probably use a stun ray.
Yeah, or a stick, yeah.
Yeah, Jamie says, well, that man might have broken the law.
Yeah.
Okay. That is no excuse. I didn't mean it was an excuse. I'm just saying, just because a race doesn't do something doesn't mean none of the individual members of that race ever do it. I'm saying maybe the race don't do it, but that man did. Well, yeah, that's no excuse. Anyway, what would they want with all the knowledge of the one they kill? Maybe to find out what their enemy intends to do next in the war they might possibly be having. What the fuck are you talking about?
You're making a lot of fucking suppositions here, Jamie.
Maybe to find out what he had for dinner just
wait a
before
second.
going to the gym.
Jamie, did you kill this man? Is that like, you seem to be like way on the side of the person that did the shit? Is this like your doing here? Whilst I was busy fiddling with a control console, did you sneak out with your brain scrambled gun?
Well, I've just worked out, Doctor Who. That's the trouble with time travel. Maybe in the future I will kill this man. I'll come back in time and kill him, and then you'll shoot me. So I feel like now I've got to defend everyone for everything they do, just in case it turns out to be me in my future. It's very exhausting.
It seems highly unlikely, Jamie. Now, quickly, hold this brain-scrambling gun whilst I go to the toilet, would you?
yeah. Wait in my time machine.
Yeah.
Oh, Doctor Who. I was so annoyed with you. I'm going to go back in time and shoot that man.
Yeah, well, yeah. And watch out if you see this guy. Kill him, would you? He's really bad.
Yeah. Oh, I found a little note in his pocket. It says, Jamie McCrimmon is rubbish at rimming. You might want to shoot him.
How dare he call me bad rubbish at rimming? I'm from the great family of McRimmers.
Yeah. The clan of McRimmers.
Yeah, the McRimmon family have been McRimmon for as long.
Time immemorial. We invented it. That's why it's called rimming.
That's why it's called McRimmon.
Not in the future, it's not.
And not in England. It's called regular rimming.
It was taken by an Englishman called John Rimmin. Said he invented it and took the muck away.
And there he is, right there. You might want to scramble his brains.
Yeah. I'm just going to the toilet. Right, no, what actually happened?
Yeah, just leaving this brain scrambling gun here, you know, do what you like, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not.
I'll be gone for at least an hour.
I'm not saying it's
I
good
need to
either
do a
way.
Time Lord shit.
Yeah. Which takes longer than regular shits because of time travel. Because I've got to do it in every era.
Yeah, no, what it is that Time Lords only ever go for one shit in their lives, but they do all the shit they ever would have
All
had.
of them, yeah. I've got to go and do
once.
all my shits.
Yeah, it's really been backing up, dude.
I've been putting it off for John Pertwee. But, yeah, I can't wait anymore.
It's like 3.5 lifetimes of shit, man.
It's all these fucking jelly babies I've been
I'll
eating.
be gone for at least 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Right, so maybe to find out what their enemy intend to do next in the war that might possibly be having.
Oh, right, okay.
We're
still there.
Yeah,
are we?
we're still
Christ,
yeah.
that was a long time ago.
Just
gone for his time share.
All his shit's in
All
that
his
time.
shits, yeah.
They've had a long conversation about time travel. Doctor Who's gone for all his shits that he put off for John Pertwee.
Yeah.
And now we're back, and John Jamie's still saying the same line about they might possibly be having a war, and they might want to know what their enemy's going to do next in the war they might possibly be having. My dear John, what an amazing imagination you have. Peaceful race who carry revolting weapons. Use the weapons as often as possible. Have enemies who don't carry weapons at all. That bloke could have lost his.
That's right.
And to top it off, they are having a war with weapons which are more than likely worse than, in fact, a lot more worse than,
A lot more worse than.
what the Doomsday weapon used to be like. Oh, and John, I don't know why you don't want to investigate. After all, if these people are as friendly as you think, then
Yeah, go on, Jamie McGrimmon. You go out in the corridor first. If they're so lovely.
if these people are as friendly as you think they are, we'll all be fine, won't we, John? Yeah. If these shooting people that you think are peaceful are also nice, maybe you'd like to go out to for tea.
Go on, John.
Go into
After
their
you,
house.
please.
Yeah, go and break down their door
Oh.
and demand some cake.
Let me just write on your head, tastiest brain. I would like to be scrambled on your forehead.
The Doc smiles, and John gulps, realising that the Doc is probably right as usual. John gulps like a cartoon.
No.
Yeah, you can't see people gulping, can you? I'm sorry, Doc. I suppose if it is as bad as you predict, we'd better have a quick look around the place. I mean, if the whole universe is at stake, that probably includes us as well. And I'm really too young to die. And so are billions of people, aren't they? It's basically saying, loads of people are old enough to die. Basically, I don't mind going around and shooting a few grannies, but I don't want young people to die. You know, Doc, saving the universe is a pretty heavy burden to carry, and we haven't even started yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Jamie. Is this
Too heavy for you?
Yeah, okay.
Perhaps you'd like to go into the corridor and shout, "Hey, look at me, why don't you shoot me in the face, dude?"
Yeah, go on then, John.
I was trying to be nice, Doctor Who. Okay, that's it, I'm going to shoot you myself.
Pass me my egg whisk brain gun.
What?
And now I want you to run off and put on this man's clothing.
With any luck, we might not have to carry that burden. And even if we do have to, just think how good you'll feel when you have saved the universe.
It does not matter, because, look, I've got so many pockets. I could be taking shit out of them for minutes on end. So, like, I can put all the burden in there.
Yeah.
You know, a bit of burden in this pocket, a bit of burden in that pocket. We could have a scene where I put burden in my pockets just for half an hour.
That's bourbon, Doctor Who. If we succeed, Doctor. If we succeed, Doctor.
In what?
You know, you'll feel. Think of it. Doctor Who says, think how good you'll feel after you've saved the universe. So I think basically what we're saying here is that for Doctor Who, all this like knobbing around the universe in your blue box and saving people, it's just like a drug for him. He just gets high off it. Afterwards, like he gets in his time TARDIS and spins off into space, and he's just going, "Whoa, we just saved the universe again." Imagine how good you'll feel when you've saved the universe. If we succeed, Doctor, said very dully without hope. If we succeed, Doctor. Hey, cheer up. Remember, we might not have to save the universe.
Yeah, I mean, this is all, you know...
Yeah, you're just a bloke's got shot. Why are you assuming the universe is in danger?
Yeah, from a rubbish gun. That just...
Yeah, one bloke's got shot with a brain-scrambling gun.
And apparently it's worse than the doomsday weapon used to be.
Yeah, and atomic bombs are now.
Buns.
Atomic buns. Hey, don't eat that, Jamie. So, Howard, I'd like you to explain something to me, as you're the Doctor Who fan, or at least the experienced Doctor Who. Like, you read the books, you watched the TV show. You used to know a lot about Doctor Who, so I'm hoping I can tap into some of that
Wrote the
knowledge.
books, wrote the TV series.
yeah, watched it occasionally, wrote it more often. So can you tell me, what are Thals?
Yes.
Right, can you give me some background on them? Because they're in this a lot, and we keep mentioning them. I haven't got a fucking clue what they are.
Thals.
Okay, I'm not going to stop saying Thals. Clearly.
or Thals. Yeah, I can't remember.
So because you keep correcting me.
We've had this conversation a lot about Thals and Thals. Well, the Thals on the home planet of the Daleks, or the Dals as they were originally called before someone decided they were called Carlads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Equally
so
stupid.
One person liked abbreviations and another person liked
well, it's actually the same
anagrams.
person. It's Terry Nation, like, had a planet of Thals and Dals, and they were like at war with one another. And then later on, obviously, decided that having Thals and Dals was stupid, so why not call them Calads instead? And then they just got
Tharlex and Daleks. That's much better. Yeah, brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
So what? So they're just people. They're just people who live on a planet, but on that planet there were two types of people.
Well,
and they look the same, but they weren't the same, right?
No, because the Thals are all blonde and blue-eyed, so which is weird because the whole concept of Daleks is supposed to be based on the Nazis who went around exterminating people that weren't that.
But they were the dark-haired people.
Yeah.
All right, so there's this planet with two races of white people, right? And they're fighting each other, and one of them becomes Daleks, and the other one is Thals. That makes sense. Okay, I understand perfectly. So, but this isn't that planet. The planet this is on, this is not that planet. This is another planet that happens to have Daleks and Thals.
Well, the
right?
Thals ran away because of Daleks, and I guess the Daleks have come to their
Chased
new
them.
planet.
Daleks chased them.
With their legs. Yeah.
All right, let's get back to past us to find out what's going on in the script, shall we?
Yes, please.
All right, at the Thal village, inside a domed building, is a Thal female named Sharana. Beside her is Raytep. Sharana is watering flowers and Raytep is drinking something. I wonder what it is. It's what's that you're drinking, Raytep? Oh, it's a glass of milk. BA gave it to me. I feel quite strangely tired. No. Raytep says, I think we have to move again, Sharana. Move again? No way. But Sharana, the miner is headed in this direction. If we stay, we'll be killed. Sure, let them kill us, put us out of our misery. Ever since we came to this stupid little planet, there has been trouble. We have moved 16 times. This time we fight.
So these guys keep moving house.
Yeah,
but
16
they always
times.
move into the direct line of a miner.
Yeah, and them
Since
Daleks.
they came to the planet.
Yeah.
And they didn't think after like the 14th move, like maybe let's leave this planet and
planet's rubbish.
go to a different one.
Well, they're already Thal, so they've already come from a planet which was overrun with Daleks to a different planet which is overrun with Daleks and Cybermen. So this is very much out of the frying pan into a bigger and worse frying pan with Cybermen in it.
It's on fire.
Yeah. Okay. 16 times. This time we fight. Oh no. Have you been talking to Condal? Condal? Have you been talking to Condal? Sure, what if I have? He's absolutely right. We have to stand up to them. It's the only way we can ever hope to lead a quiet life again. What the fuck was Condal's voice?
Oh, Bob.
Right, yeah, good memory. Well done.
Is he coming in then?
He is in a
Yeah,
minute,
like there, Condal. Oh, no, he's
not
gone
yet,
now.
not yet.
You like there, Ateb?
But it is hopeless trying to fight against the Daleks. Don't you understand? Hopeless. Condal runs in and shouts, "You're right there, Ratep." Ratep, you're right there. You're right there, Ratep.
I'm all right here, Bob. I mean, Condal.
Condal. He stands panting for a while before speaking again. Doesn't say 10 seconds, but I think it's implied.
Yeah. Yeah, and doesn't say what panting is on this planet either. I think it's probably like where you dance around in your pants.
He stands there in pants for a while before speaking again.
And then he stands there, pant off.
Yeah. Ratep, Shirana, you're right there. The miner has stopped. But that's impossible. No, it isn't. Come with me.
Obviously, it's not.
Condal leads
It doesn't
them.
sound like it's an impossible thing either, does it?
Stop
I mean,
a thing stopping.
yeah.
No, that's one of the most possible things
ultimately,
in the
like,
world.
you know, a vehicle, you know, stopping.
So Condal leads them from the room. Outside, the landscape is beautiful. Bright green grass grows. There is a field. This is brilliant, beautiful. Just beautiful, like Coville, where I grew up. I went to a field once. It was lovely. There are lots of trees, and through a patch of them, the miner can be seen. It is quite a long way away. It is an ugly grey colour, and focus should be for about 30 seconds.
It's 30 seconds to look at the miner.
Yeah.
Just stood there like
And a
with
field.
his
Don't
axe.
forget the beautiful field.
Yeah. Oh,
There's a-
beautiful.
30 seconds, okay, 30 seconds.
I think that they were leaving it a bit late to move house then, weren't they? If you could
Yeah.
see the miner. It was
Yeah.
like probably like just over there. We should
Yeah.
probably
Do you
move
think-
house.
do you
There's a
think it's-
miner coming.
Do you think it's close enough? No, give it another 5 minutes
Before we like
before we start packing.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it another. Wait until it gets Mr. Stevens' house down the road. When it flattens his house, we'll start to pack up the plates and cups.
put an offer in on that place in Barbados.
Yeah. You're right. It has stopped. Turns out things can stop. Let's tell the others. They can be seen running toward the field, shouting, "Hey, you lot, the miner's stopped. The miner has stopped. Yippee."
Yippee.
But the best thing is you have added yippee in pencil afterwards. Look at that.
Good, yeah, that's a definite note. Well, maybe I sent it to the BBC and that was their
That was their note,
came
yeah.
back.
It's
We
good,
think
but-
that the miners should say yippee at
Say
this point.
yippee, yes, absolutely. Ratep should say yippee. All right, Howard. Now, I need to remind you who Varn is. Do you remember who Varn is? Because a lot of characters in this have very similar names. And it's very
Is
difficult to
Varn
keep up with.
Vral? Are they the
no, they're
same?
different
Are they
people.
not? Okay, all right. They're different
No,
people.
there's Varn, Varna, and Vral, and they're all different
Okay,
characters.
so Varn is a man Thal, Varna is a woman Thal,
No.
and Vral is a Cyberman. No?
No, Varn is a Cyberman.
Okay, fake news, everyone.
Varna, Varna is a woman Thal, but Varn is a Cyberman.
yeah.
That's how confusing this
Okay,
is.
yeah.
All right. So yeah, Varn is a Cyberman who was injured when fighting Daleks. That's all we need to know. So let's find out what's happening with Varn, the injured Cyberman.
Hooray, let's.
Varn moves slowly along the corridor. He is in bad shape. Like a triangle or something.
Yeah.
It's in an inappropriate shape. His clothes are in tatters. Clothes? He's a Cyberman. One of his eyes has gone. Do they? Cybermen don't have clothes, right?
Or eyes. Do they? They don't have eyes. But really?
And it says one of his eyes is gone and wires hang out of it. So I guess they just made a hole
Right, okay, yes.
where that bit of metal is in the place of his eye.
Right, and wires
and wires hang out of it, and a yellow liquid drips from it. His left hand is missing.
Oh no, my eye yogurt has escaped.
It's banana flavoured yogurt coming out of my eye.
My eye custard.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
All right, one of his left hand is missing, and the handles that come from his head are to be broken. That sounds like they're going to, doesn't it? Like they've got a little note on them saying, break these later. He is leaving a trail of the liquid behind him. I'm leaving a trail of flipping custard behind me. They're going to be able to find me really easily now because I've got a trail of custard showing them where I am.
When they find me, they'll probably break my head handles because they've got these "Please break my head handles" sign written on them.
So, the Cyberman...
Varn.
Yeah, Varn, with yellow liquid coming out of his head.
Custard.
Yellow custard coming out of his head. He's left a trail and he's buggered off, right?
Left his right,
but in the storeroom, we see the... Huh?
Left his head custard,
Yeah. In the storeroom, we see the Doctor opening the door very slowly and very quietly. He peeps out of a crack.
Ooh, look, what's that on the floor?
Doctor
Head
Who!
custard.
Doctor Who! The Doctor nearly jumps out of his skin.
Oh, wow, that's a new skill.
No, that's regenerating, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's basically just a different way of describing it. The Doctor nearly regenerates.
It's jumping, though, isn't it?
That's a new form. 'Cause it's always a bit different, isn't it?
Nearly,
so you
but
were like,
doesn't.
I feel regenerating should involve jumping.
Yeah.
The Doctor jumps out of his skin and turns into Colin
He
Baker.
nearly jumps out of it,
Yeah.
which means he doesn't, which means he just jumps, basically.
Okay,
Doctor
yeah.
Who jumps.
And his skin goes with him. Thank goodness. Okay, and doesn't.
Oh no, I left my skin behind.
No, the Doctor nearly jumps out of his skin and doesn't calm down for a long time. Like it's like half an hour. He's Jamie's fanning him with a big leaf and bringing him drinks.
Crapping hell. I almost jumped out of my skin there.
Yeah, it's going to take me at least an hour. Jamie, give me some of that McRimmon to calm me down.
Oh, Christ. Fan me, Jamie.
Oh, Doctor Who.
Oh, bloody Ellie. Fan me. Oh, crapping hell, Jamie.
Don't call me Mufanwi. Doctor Who. All right, now, Doctor, to be said shakily. John, you just took 1,000 years off my life, which only leaves me with a few more. A few more years or a few more 1,000 years?
A few more million, I'm thinking.
Okay. John must look very puzzled at this last statement. What? Don't ever do it again. Oh, yes, I'm sorry, Doc, for saying the word dog. I'll never say the word doc again, Doc. I definitely won't do that. Sorry, Doc. Thank you, because every time you say the word doc, I lose 1,000 years of my life. What did you want then? Pardon? You know when you said my name and started all this palaver. I was going to suggest that we put on these outfits. John points towards the black suits which hang in one corner. We see the Doc and John go over to where the suits are and take them off the rack. In another control room, the Supreme Dalek is operating a search. The room is
This is going to be like that last scene where the Cybermen and the Daleks were doing the thing at the same time, and therefore in this scene the Daleks going to see some black suits hanging on a wall as well, and you're like, I have a great idea!
Yeah,
Let's put these suits on!
Yeah, they go in Dalek with a black suit on going, I am a human! But they can't say that. If they try and say I am a human, they'll say I am a Dalek.
They will.
Oh, design flaw.
That is a design flaw, isn't it?
Can't disguise yourself.
Yeah, when you've got half a suit stuck on your eye stalk.
Yeah, it's like
trying to
hanging
trying to convince people you're a human.
I am a Dalek!
I am a Dalek!
Alright, so you may remember that what just happened, we're with the Thals, right?
Yeah.
And the Thals just saw that miner that's coming for them. They just saw it stop. Alright?
Brilliant.
So let's go back to us in the past and find out what happens next. At the Thal village, all the Thals, about 20, are gathered in a big room. They are eating chicken.
Just the one.
Yeah.
A chicken. Chicken's the name of one of the other things.
They are eating chicken.
Please don't eat
Chicken
me.
is well annoyed.
Oh, please don't eat me! You shouldn't run away, should you?
Now, it also says they are eating chicken and lots of fruit and salad. They are chatting merrily amongst themselves. Raytep can be seen talking to Condal. So they just they've seen that murderous machine stop, and they've gone, "Hey, it's all fine.
Let's have some chicken.
Yeah, let's have some chicken and celebrate."
Chicken party.
Should I get some fruit and salad? Yeah, some fruit and salad. Yeah, oh yeah, we can't have a chicken party without fruit and salad.
Hey, you fucked up. I asked for fruit salads. They're my favourite sweets, after jelly babies.
I still do not understand. Why would they just stop? They wouldn't let us get in their way. They never have done before. Raytep, Raytep, Raytep. Do stop worrying. It's all going to be fine. Don't worry about it.
Definitely not just parked for 10 seconds or they're about to run us over.
We're fine now. They've stopped the mining. They probably have enough gold now. The Daleks will never have enough. Because that's the Daleks' main characteristic, isn't it?
Build all their Dalek gold houses, don't they?
The Daleks' main characteristic is loving gold. They're just like, they can't get enough of it, In the driving control room. I am in the... Where are you? I'm in the driving control room, controlling the driving. Varna is waking up. Her arms are bound with some type of wire. Space wire.
Hey, plastic wire.
But her
Wooden wire.
Yeah, but her legs are free. She is seen struggling to get the wire off her arms, but she starts to bleed and stops. Fucking hell. So Varna runs for the door. The Cyberman fires again. She is hit on the shoulder, but carries on running. She gets through the door and manages to escape. We see her run along several corridors, obviously, until she bumps into two more figures dressed in black.
Oh, who could
I
that
wonder who they are. We see a close-up of their faces. It is the Doc and John. She falls, crying. The Doctor picks her up. Come on, John, let's get her back to the TARDIS.
Yeah.
We see Varna's shoulder, where she was shot.
Oh.
It is badly burnt and blood drips from it. At least her brain wasn't scrambled. Yes, is that what you're going to say for it? Always from now on I say, hey look, that guy got shot in the face. At least his brain wasn't scrambled, Doctor Who. At least her brain hasn't been scrambled. Yes, but it is still a bad wound. And if she doesn't get medical attention, she could bleed to death. Yeah, but at least her brain's not scrambled. We watch as the Doc leads back to the TARDIS carrying the girl. They all enter the TARDIS and the door closes behind them. We see Vaughn staggering down a corridor. He reaches the storeroom and enters. He searches for a while and takes refuge behind the TARDIS. He unclips something from his shoulder and presses a button on it. He begins to speak into... Vaughn to Vrall, do you read me? This is Commander Vrall. I read you, Vaughn. Please switch to Scrambler. We do not wish the Daleks to listen in.
Wait, so Kevin, don't switch to Scrambler, because that's just going to, make his brains get scrambled. Right?
I obey. Vaughn turns a button on the radio and his brains get scrambled. No, a red light comes on. Miner is out of action. Vry and Vabar have been destroyed. I am in need of repairs. Can you transport me? Are you in the hangar bay? No, I don't think I can get there. Daleks are searching for me, and my leg connections are beginning to fail. my leg connections are beginning to fail. Basically, my leg's coming off. But my leg connections are beginning to fail.
Yeah. Previously, they were succeeding.
So, why have you come to the doctor today? What's wrong with you? My leg connections are beginning to fail. What? Next, we see the two Daleks trying to repair the miner. Number 1 is half behind machinery.
Number 2 is 2/3 behind machinery.
What
I am winning! This is not a be most behind machinery contest, Dalek Zeg. Oh, sorry, I thought it was. I got confused.
I'm a Dalek.
Service drugs.
Service drugs.
Self-destruct. Service duct.
This is service drugs. Is what I heard.
Service drugs.
Oh, that's another thing. I mean, if I have failed self-destruct, that's just another programmed thing. They're not thinking that. They're going, anytime they say, oh, damn, their voice goes, I have failed self-destruct. They're like, no! And then they self-destruct. It's the equivalent of going, oh, damn. When you do, like when you drop a spoon or something, you're like,
bugger.
oh, damn.
Oh, bugger. Oh,
And
shit!
Yeah, exactly. That's the reaction. Like if you're a Dalek, you try your best to avoid saying, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Because then you self-destruct. Where the fuck are they? Oh, there they are. What are your calculations? Connect J7 to G8. This should start engine number 1.
You sunk my battleship!
Two Daleks hiding behind machinery, playing battleships.
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat and wrote every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Wubba-dubba-doo, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Worst Writer in the World. If you'd like more exciting audio and video content by us, then go to patreon.com/manbycow and just take a look at what a ridiculous amount you can get for as little as $2 a month.
Wow, so much content.
If you don't want to do that, why not follow us on one of our many social media where we tend to be called Man by Cow or Worst Writers Show. I think we're on most of them.
Yeah,
now.
apparently
Some of
we're
them
on
anyway. You'll
Tumblr,
find
you
us.
said. So, if you
We're
follow us on Tumblr.
totally. You want to get on that Tumblr? Get on Tumblr.
Everything's happening there. That's where all the good stuff happens on Tumblr.
Because now everything's going wrong at Twitter. Now we can't be completely inactive on Twitter, so we've decided to be completely inactive on Tumblr instead.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for listening, everybody. Bye bye, milk.
Bye-bye, man.
He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer. Yeah.